Hey, here you go. You like it?
hmm
I can't hear you, Kev.
Camera.
There you
No, that's my fault. That's my Nah, it looks really, really
Thank
good.
you for
Oh shit.
go.
That's really cool.
Cool. Yeah, all right. Glad you like it. So, we're starting a live podcast now. Hopefully, we can start getting people viewing. And I wish I could bring up my outline so we can start talking about the stuff we're doing. So, for those of you who have not met Kevin yet, Kev,
Hello,
uh,
hello.
so we've all worked together. So Randy and I, we know you for a while, and you're a huge gamer as well, especially with the fighting games.
Hmm. Of
So
course, of
can you
course.
tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Kevin Paris, whatever name you want to decide me. I also stream on Twitch, and I am a content creator. The name is Boneless Bones underscore TV on Twitch and Boneless Bones regular on YouTube. I'm I have a vast knowledge in fighting game and a bit in RPG. I also met Randy and Danny at work and found out that they were extreme gamers. Danny, me and him, the reason we found out, got to know Danny was because of one of his tattoos. Since me and him have the same one, you know which one it is. And
Oh yeah,
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 I'm
yeah,
and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
yeah, yeah. So hopefully you'll be a regular on here. You could join us every week.
Yeah,
Randy
of
is
course.
always here. He's one of our co-hosts as well. Randy, what's up?
Can you feel Kevin's cold feet?
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
can. We're
freezing.
playing footsies right now.
I'm freezing. That's why I got the sweater on. I'm freezing over here.
It was funny because right before he's like, "Oh, you want Papa John's? You want wings?" Now he's like, "Hello, I am Kevin Paris. Pleased to meet you. Happy to be here. Don't need to
I
be
don't
so
want to.
proper."
I don't. I mean, I feel like I have to. I don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? Like, especially everything that's going on, like in the background. Like, yeah, I can't tell, but it's going. A bunch of stuff going on back there. I don't want to even be involved with.
Yeah,
Dogs
Mm.
running around, people fighting. But anyways, I'm here.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
guys.
Cool, cool. You guys drinking anything?
Let's
Uh,
start with our new co-host here.
Yeah.
all right. I'm not drinking anything special. You guys already seen it. I showed you
Doesn't
guys.
matter what it
No, no, no,
I'm.
is.
no, no, no,
It could
no. The
be a
I'm.
audience
glass of
hasn't seen it.
water, and it still
I'm.
doesn't matter.
I
I'm
mean, I would judge
literally.
you for it personally if you had water, but I mean, it's okay.
All right. So all I'm drinking right now is Bacardi Gold. I'm taking maybe 2 shots, three
Mm,
max, and then I got a big ass hydro flask of water. You know,
yeah. Stay hydrated.
always stay hydrated.
Randy, what about you?
Just a screwdriver
Another
again.
screwdriver? You and your OJ.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I didn't have that much ice per se, so it's I'd say a third vodka and then the rest orange juice.
Yeah.
mm. Sounds good. Sounds good.
It's gonna
Okay.
make me last for a bit.
I got one of my favorites. It's a Negroni.
Mm,
Very bitter drink if you're wondering what it tastes like, but I like it.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Negroni
So,
is an old man's drink.
Negroni what?
It's an old man's drink.
It is, and I am an old man. Thank you. Yeah, that and
I
my
mean,
martinis too, actually. So yeah, I guess I am an old man.
well, martinis are good actually. Wait, vodka or gin?
You know it's gin.
Mm.
You have to find the right gin for you. I gotta find the right gin for you. You might.
What? Which one was the one that you suggested before with the rabbit?
It was Drum Shambo. It was like a
Drum Shambo.
gunpowder Irish gin. It's very sweet and
Oh,
citrusy. It's not so floral like a lot of people are put off with gin.
because it tastes like cologne. We had this discussion.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think when I was in New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it tastes like cologne. Hold on,
Yeah.
give me a second. I spilled a little bit.
Uh,
Been putting more vodka in this.
Just now, I was sounding extremely interested in the conversation, not knowing what you guys were talking about. I was like, yeah, very
Liqueur.
good. Liqueur. Ooh, you
Give
said
me
you
like
could
two
drink.
seconds. You guys continue.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, I
go
was
ahead.
gonna ask Kev next. So what have you been playing lately?
At the moment, I am playing. Oof, that's a hard question. I'm playing Tales of Vesperia. I'm 90 hours in, so I'm actually trying to max level my characters. I'm playing Sword Art Alicization Liquidus on PC, and I'm
Wait,
continuing
what?
my
What is
journey.
that?
Alicization Liquidus.
What the hell is
It's
that?
a, Yeah, it's a weird ass name, but it's just a sword art game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's fine. And I'm continuing training in Dragon Ball because I actually
Yeah.
want to get really, really good in it.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
working with Gogeta now?
no, he comes out Wednesday. I'm excited.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I'm gonna lab some stuff. I'm gonna practice him, and also I've been playing some Tekken to so I don't get rusty because Tekken is a go-to game for me, especially when you get upset. You know, you have those days, those bad days that you just need to beat somebody up. Not condoling violence against people. Just throw
We're
on
off
some
to a good
Well,
Tekken.
start.
I mean, I'll pick Eddie Gordo and I'll just button mash the shit out of everything.
I will fucking low parry you if you do that. I will wait for that.
That's the extent of my knowledge with Tekken.
Oh man, it's a
Tekken
beautiful game.
3?
Oh, Tekken 3, of course.
I
That's
used to
when
know. I used to play with King pretty well, like back in the day, like Tekken 1 and 2. But yeah, don't ask me shit now about what's going on. I don't even know story or anything.
I was about
uh,
to ask you, can you give us a summary of the story?
who,
Danny?
me? Oh, I was about to
No.
say Kevin.
Well, all right.
Listen, go ahead.
What was
Go ahead.
that?
No, I was gonna just say people fight, people win money, tournament over. That's it. That's the whole story of
Yeah,
Tekken.
pretty much.
And
Well,
there's
that's the
a
gist.
giant blood hatred
Iron
with the
Fist.
Mishima.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a long story of people throwing each other off volcanoes and planets and lots of other things. But all right, so we're gonna get to the news though, because the news is super slow anyway, so we could talk more afterwards. I only got 2 articles today. The first one that we're gonna talk about is a really really strange one, and I'm sure we're gonna have some crazy ideas of how it's gonna go about. So, Sony patented a way to of oh my god, sorry, Sony patented a way to make random objects into game controllers. So keep in
Huh?
mind, it's only a patent, so this is like an idea that they're considering. It's not something that's been announced or manufactured. So this patent involves a camera, possibly head
Mhm,
mounted. That's what it says, which scans the objects, turns it into a controller, mapping the object as needed, keeping track of your finger movements, button presses, moving the controller around itself like a motion controller. This
mhm,
technology Sony is considering useful for those who can't afford buying expensive controllers all the time, or who are not comfortable with the way the controllers feel. Any of the controllers that they offer. Sony says as long as an object is non-luminous and passive, Sony is suggesting that it could be used as a controller. So naturally, this article is all around the web because the example they give is using a banana as a controller. They even mentioned using 2 oranges as like a steering wheel for driving games. So, what do
mm.
you guys think of this idea?
Uh,
Kevin, go first, because I'm gonna say something stupid.
no, you can't do that because I was also gonna say something stupid. You can't take my dumb idea to be the dumb one. All right.
All right,
Does this
so on
involve the
3 then, we
banana?
say the something of that shape.
Okay, so we agree. It's definitely the same. All right, so me and Randy's on the same boat.
Uh huh.
I'll say what I was gonna say.
You can use a
Um,
dildo as a
it's
remote now.
Oh my god.
Bro, playing Kingdom Hearts on a vibrator? Hello?
Wait. You're the one who didn't want a dildo keyblade for those modders
wait,
out there, but now
Yeah,
exactly,
you'd
yeah.
rather
No.
play with a
exactly.
real
But here's the
one?
thing. No. There you go. See, in the game, don't do it. But to use it as a peripheral, it's a different story, you know?
Oh my god.
I mean, first off, the PlayStation Move, those were just 2 shiny dildos, if you would, really look at them.
Uh huh.
So, no real difference there.
I see that. Uh, don't start because we're gonna have a problem. Sorry, guys. So I see the benefit of it. Of it's basically like giving your like little brother like a controller that's not connected, and then they can actually play with it depending on if it maps the button correctly. But I don't know. It's like I feel like that's like too far ahead for where we are right now. Like I can see that it's gonna be a good thing like to start with and to like try out. But I feel like eventually they're gonna have the resources and the knowledge on how to actually make it work without having a controller. But who knows, you know? Where it's only 2021, this could be like 2030 technology that they start using as regular.
So you're still saying Sony's still not ready for technology like that?
No, not at the moment. It seems way too far ahead for like us. That's like having those the keyboards that you just like the printout key, not the printout keyboards, the laser keyboards.
Yeah.
Like everything those are
Oh,
reliable. Like it's not, but like if they have more time, more basically more time to let it cook, maybe maybe
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
I may
I
yeah,
think.
definitely on Kevin with that one, honestly. But it is interesting the fact that they're trying to make it more accessible because, as they said, like those that can't purchase the controllers so often, um, you could basically use anything. But one thing I'm curious about is, can you fuck with the system to make a dead controller functional again?
Ooh.
You know what I
I
mean?
would. I would
Because
think
let's
so.
yeah, like let's say because what is it? The pink controller that I had, I loved it, but it had a really terrible dead zone. So would I be able to use that again, like with the same button mapping, everything normal,
Yeah.
but it would read the analog stick naturally. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That makes sense. You could use old controllers. Batteries are dead or broken. Yeah. That would still work. That would make sense.
I'm pretty sure that it would be pretty steep in cost, but it would be more of a like investment, if anything. Because
I.
let's say like a controller is what, like fucking $60
Yeah.
roughly. Okay,
60, 65
so
depending on where you get it.
Yeah.
30 if you know a guy.
Hmm.
But what is it? Let's say it's what, just a terrible fucking lowball price. The price of a console, or maybe a little less, like fucking 300 to $500. At that point, you would have. I'm not going to do the math right now, but you would have plenty of controllers per se with that one investment. If everything has a potential to do like to be one, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
it's interesting,
I.
but there's a
The,
lot to work with.
I kind of follow what Kev's saying though, because the technology I feel like is still not there. Like even if you could get your broken controller to work with the system, the question is how responsive is it going to be? And I don't think right now like they're still working out the kinks on like VR stuff, for that matter,
Hmm.
and not even VR. What's the ARG? Like even that stuff too. It's not perfect, so I don't think we're there either yet for that kind of stuff. Which is why they're thinking about it. Maybe they're playing around with it, and if anything, let's say we get like a camera mount, like a head mounted camera, in order to use this system to make a controller out of anything. It'd probably be expensive as hell because of the technology put into it if it works that perfect. And I'm not looking to spend another $100 $200 on a peripheral.
Nah, bro, just buy. It's 400. It's fine. It's another
It
the
costs
digital
another
version.
it costs another PS5.
Hmm. Like I like the idea, but it's just like it sounds good, too good to be true. But I would love that they would actually like work on it. You know what I mean? Like VR, like maybe when VR is like is normal and it's accessible to everybody. Maybe even then, like
Yeah,
it'll probably work out better. But right now, I don't think so. Not at all.
yeah. Well, Randy's hopeful.
Yeah,
I,
for once, actually. Normally, I'm just like, but what is it? I can definitely tell that the Dark Souls community would like have a lot of fun with that because you know how they have those
Yeah,
videos of like, oh, playing Dark
freaking
Souls with a
using
DDR pad with the
rock band
guitar.
sets, and yeah, it's crazy.
Now it's, you could definitely play Dark Souls on a fucking potato.
Yeah,
you can play Dark Souls on a Pepto Bismol bottle. Just letting you know.
are you?
With that
Does
technology
that
right there.
seriously
Why do you
exist?
have one immediately
That's really a
accessible?
tech.
Oh
It's
my
really
god.
because I have heartburn. Of course, I have one.
I have heartburn. You want wings? Like the fuck?
I was just eating buffalo sauce. I'm in pain.
Buffalo sauce only by the packet.
Of course, but yeah, I
Okay.
like the idea.
Yeah, I like the idea. Still a long ways away.
Hmm.
All right. So the next article and final article, uh, not that I don't know how much we actually talk about it because I know you guys don't play it as much as I do, but I thought it'd still be a talking point. So we've been trying to play D&D for a while now. Like we've been trying to set something up. I myself a huge fan, but I probably haven't played in like 10 years, like a proper game, anyways.
Mhm.
So this article is coming from Game Informer. They say Wizard of the Coast is working on an open-world, third-person fantasy RPG set in the D&D world. Also, for those in the know, they're also working on a D&D movie. What are your thoughts on
Mm.
either one of those?
Didn't they kind of do the open world D&D thing with aside from Baldur's Gate? Fucking what is it? D&D has an MMO Neverwinter.
Neverwinter was out too. They have an actual D&D title as well, like an actual Dungeons and Dragons title. It's fairly old. Um, didn't
For
wasn't
Neverwinter?
was no, it was its own thing. It was its own IP,
Oh.
and it didn't do well. And I played it, and it didn't do well. So I don't know if this
Kevin? Oh.
excites you guys at all.
I'm hmm, I'm interested, but at the same time I'm kind of not. Because the thing is that it's like Baldur's Gate is already like tabletop D&D, but in your computer.
Yeah.
Neverwinter was just WoW set in fucking D&D universe. So what's this gonna be? Fucking Skyrim, like basically ESO but single player? Well, just Elder Scrolls then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So at that point it kind of stagnates. I mean, it would be interesting if it has a lot of the how to put it, I guess kind of sporadic items and story in terms of it, but it's I don't know, it's kind of that's difficult to do.
I agree
So in terms of a
because
game, it's really weird. In terms of a movie, it's you could just do a single campaign and drag it out for
yeah.
2, maybe more hours. But game, movie, yeah, you know.
Kev.
Yeah. Actually have no knowledge on this, but me
He's like,
reading
I'm
that
not into
me
that nerd shit.
no, that's not that. It's not even that. It's more like
I
a
know.
because I was gonna say Dark Souls. My fault. I got stuck in the last conversation. D&D is one of those games that it has so much like story, and it could be you can create whatever story you want depending on the player. But the movie, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it's like they haven't captured a really good movie. You know, except for like Mortal Kombat and back in those certain like a small handful of game movies. I'm
And
excited
Street
for it.
Fighter. And Street Fighter. Don't forget Street Fighter.
We're not going to talk about Street Fighter. What is
No,
that?
we're gonna talk about Street Fighter.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Evolved. You want to talk about that?
No, that one doesn't exist. I
Oh,
I, I would take
okay.
Bison dollars over Noku any day.
Of course.
Goku White.
Goku White. but the D&D movie, it's interesting. I like the premise that they're starting to now well, not now, but they're being titles and like making
Mhm.
them into movies and trying to make like I guess normalize them. So they're trying to normalize like I would say nerdhood or like game like just
No,
gamehood in
they're
general.
cashing in on it because they know it's
Yeah,
popular now.
yeah,
Especially
because
since everyone is fucking just indoors. Wait until there's a Destiny movie.
Ooh.
Danny's gonna be lit.
Wait. Hold on. Keep
Ah.
that expression. Directed by Wibble.
No. No.
But I'm
That's
always excited for.
no.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
always
Yeah, it's just a thought. Go ahead.
no. I'm always excited for them trying new things, especially with game titles. But I don't know. We'll see. When it comes out, I'll probably give it a try. I'll probably this will be the first time I play D&D, and I'll probably like it. Everybody could say it could be bad, but I'll be the one that likes it. So it's good to try something new.
I'm not looking forward to either one, to be honest, because number one, when it comes to the movie, you guys know there is a D&D movie out there, right?
Yeah, I
Is
know
it the
It's
about
one
that.
with Tom Hanks?
it's with Marlon Wayans.
Oh,
I can't
I
remember
don't know this one.
the main actor's name. And then it has who was the guy? Who was the voice of Scar from Lion King? He was the main villain, and he overacted the shit out of that movie, and he loved it too. And he even admitted that he did that on purpose because he just wanted to have fun with it. But it wasn't. It was a god awful movie. I'm
It.
assuming
I'm
somebody's
I'm
looking it up.
I'm
Oh,
looking
me.
up the trailer right now. It came out in 2000.
Jeremy Irons
Yeah,
is the. the guy.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons. Yeah. If you
I
don't
don't.
remember who he's from, he's also the main villain from Die Hard 3.
Mhm.
But yeah,
He's
that
also the main villain in The Lion King.
in The Lion King.
I,
Uh, uh,
I, f-
yeah,
I feel odd looking at this trailer. Like
it's
I don't know how to
is
feel.
as bad as I remember.
It is bad. It's worse than what you remember, and it's as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Like my expectations are met.
Hmm. Yeah, so I don't look
Mm.
forward to it because like Dungeons and Dragons is the most generic. Well, I wouldn't say generic because you can make it whatever it is that you want to be when it comes to the actual game. But like, what I'm talking about, the base concept of the game is the most generic thing. It's just a fantasy setting, you know, orcs and goblins and elves and all this and that, and it's been done to high hell already, you know, with like Lord of the Rings and a shit ton of other stuff. So it's like for you to make a D&D movie again at this time, it will probably come out just as generic unless you have something really special, like some really good, unique story. And I doubt that's going to happen. When it comes to the game, and that's the same exact thing. Because with Dungeons and Dragons, a tabletop game, what makes it so popular is that you can do whatever you want and think of whatever you want, and that includes the dungeon
Mhm.
master. You know, he's on his toes, thinking through everything and playing with the players to try to work out a story or whatever goal that they have set next. So for you to make a game that's in a sense linear and kind of pre-scripted and kind of like in a way predictable, like that doesn't work. You already got games out that work with like dice rolls and stats and stuff. Like you mentioned, Neverwinter. You got Elder Scrolls.
No, 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 no. Okay, so Baldur's Gate works with dice rolls.
Baldur's
Neverwinter
Gate.
doesn't.
It does, but
Neverwinter.
just in beneath the system, you don't notice any of that stuff though.
Oh, well, I mean, then it works like just any other fucking game. Then
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, WoW, you could definitely say that it works with dice rolls in a certain aspect because, obviously you have your crit percentages and shit like
Yeah.
that. And when it comes to just kind of like minute stats, anything with RNG, you could say works with dice
Yeah.
because a simple dice roll is technically RNG.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't consider Neverwinter to be like a dice roll kind of game the same way I wouldn't consider WoW to be one. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate more in the sense that even though it's kind of the same bullshit where anything random does happen, they do show it to you, but also it's more fitting to the whole D&D play style, even though it's one set fucking campaign
Mm.
by rights.
Yeah.
Any horror, go on.
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, that's the end of my speech.
I agree. It's just, yeah. I don't look forward to either one, regardless. It's just it'll all be the same to me unless there's something different and unique. Um, I don't know. I don't expect much of it. I think they're
You know
just
what I
using
always
the
find.
name.
Oh, oh yeah. You know what I realized? There's a lot of I wouldn't say like it's the best route to go, but there's a lot of animated movies that are like game titles that they do a really good job with a movie. Like I don't know if you've seen it. The what the hell was it? Dragon Quest movie on Amazon was amazing, and I've never played the game, and it
There's
was
a
an
Dragon Quest
animated movie.
movie?
Yes, there's a Dragon
I
Quest
didn't know
movie,
this
and
either.
it's called Your Story, and it's literally the entire premise.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. You pick your own fucking thing, like that one
yeah,
Black Mirror thingamajig.
yeah,
It's
Oh,
a
and it's
choose your
it's
own adventure
choose your own
movie.
adventure.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's your
Yeah.
and it was so like I've seen it done so many times, but I was like for a game title, I was like that was pretty clever for them to do it. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe they'll take that route. Maybe they won't. They'll probably do the live action thing again, and it'll bomb. Or some people would say it was good. It's good, but I don't know. I don't want them to take a title and then just like do the same thing Joe Schmo did. Like
Mm-hmm.
be creative with the way you make the movie,
Mm-hmm.
I
or
mean, a choose your own adventure D&D movie would actually be really fucking good.
and it's clever because
Yeah.
that's the premise of the
Yeah,
game.
Yeah.
just like anything could happen. Okay, yeah, no, that I love that we
But
didn't even
but
consider that.
do you even think they're gonna do something that creative?
I
Unless we
mean,
bit
they
unless
can. It would kind of betray what D&D
Because
is, which
I
apparently had 3 movies to begin with.
Yeah, it's just I see it as like it's another cash grab because it's a well known franchise, it's a well known IP. They're just gonna take advantage of the name and just throw out whatever they can, story wise, script wise, and such. Because if they were to do a choose your own adventure thing, you can't do that stuff in theaters, and I don't know how it would work if you did it on a streaming service aside from Netflix, which has already done it before. So
Hmm.
the fact if you were to release this movie on just Netflix alone, I don't know how much money they'd actually make from it as opposed to like releasing it everywhere.
I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm hope that it does well, but like you guys said, it sounds like it's a cash grab, depending on the I guess the director and producer of the movie. So it all falls on them and how they want to take the movie. But I hope that they just put a spin on it. Like don't be fucking boring, man. Like we have so many boring ass game title movies. Like do something else. Like be creative.
Yeah.
It's a whole be creative. You're a director. You make art. That's your whole thing. You're a producer. You basically help him create the art. Like that's the things that I'm looking forward in movies. If you can't even do that, then what was the reason for you even taking the title?
Well, sometimes it's not even up to the director. Sometimes those
The suits. The
studios,
suits.
yeah, the big suits out there, like they're the ones who meddle with everything and they kind of fuck things up. And that's why you hear like these horror stories of like these movies that get hyped up and everyone's excited for, and then they go from director to director to director because they keep catching shit from these executives and they don't want to deal with it. The same thing goes with actors or producers or writers. Just a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's always how it goes. Uh cough cough, the New Mutant.
Yeah,
That was a movie.
exactly.
that
That's a
that went
perfect
through
example.
that went through that went through director, producer, directors, development hell, and I was like, I can't even understand this movie.
Yeah. I mean, even things like Deadpool. I know Deadpool. They actually went through quite a few. Deadpool 2, I should say. No, sorry, God, Deadpool 3, the one that has not come out yet.
Oh,
It's gone through a bunch of directors because they honestly, the rumors are that they can't handle Ryan Reynolds because he holds the character so close to the chest. He wants to make sure the movie's perfect, so he kind of butts heads with a lot of other creative aspects like directors and producers, and they end up leaving. He says that's what they're saying.
I
I mean, Deadpool was done really well by him,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
even if it was the shitty one from Origins at first.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he thought of that one
But
before, like while he was still filming that movie.
I mean, we clearly know he didn't like it.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure that he's the one that did the insert about to make sure that he has a mouth, or that his outfit isn't made from CG, like in the Green Lantern.
yeah,
but yeah, I definitely heard that about the directors going out with having like clashes with Ryan Reynolds. But I'm like, is it bad that the actor's taking the character like so close to heart? You know what I mean? Like, is that always is that a bad thing that he cares about like about his performance and the character that he's portraying? Like,
yeah. It's
I,
not at least
I
at least in the eyes of us because we're the fans and we understand how we care about those characters just like he does. But those producers, executives, those directors don't because they just care about their vision. Maybe it's an ego thing. Like they want their
Mhm.
vision to work, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that shit got to get checked sometimes. You got to check those buttons. You're not safe. 24 frame starter. That's not a safe move, my guy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
hopefully, yep. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, just moving on from that.
Yeah, gotcha.
We'll move on to the community question that we have. This is Randy's question from last week. We have, what powers from a video game would you love to have and why? Randy, since this was your question, you can go ahead.
I want to pass it on to the guest.
All right, cool. Yeah, hi. How's it going, guys? Back at it again with another question. Let me see. Let me see. If I can think of a video game power and why would be I know it's very generic, but
Press F to pay respect.
huh?
Press F to pay respects.
Press F to pay respect. I'm mashing F in the chat right now, guys. It would be the power from what is it? What's this game's name? Is it? It would be the Force. I guess it would just be the Force from Star Wars.
Mm.
Fuck
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
yeah.
That one's really good.
Just the overall force, or nothing
Just the no,
specific?
like mainly the Force. Actually, no. I would like the ability to have a persona from Persona 4. And
Ooh.
the reason why is because you face yourself, so you get to having depression would be your power because you'll be able to know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're yeah,
Now let me ask you though, how would you want to summon your persona? Would it be like in
gunshot
P5
to the head.
or in
Gunshot
P3?
to the
Okay,
head.
there we
Shot
go.
to the head.
Because in P3, it's really funny because that's where like you blast yourself and you find out if you have a persona or not.
Oh man.
Easiest way to go. Just shoot myself, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, I don't have a persona.
Well,
But
in this case, you are summoning a persona. So would
yeah,
it just be like, how to put it, suicide by proxy?
yeah,
Yeah, you just do it just to do it.
Awful.
try it
That's
out.
awful. No.
Awful.
And my persona name, I wouldn't know because I don't know anything. It'll just be basic. It'll just be the world. Just make it easy.
Mhm.
Just make it like a giant spear, and that's it. And it just floats around me.
I like that. That's cool though. But like Persona has a bunch of like elemental type of attacks and stuff. Any specific type of spells or something? Like do you like the
Well,
fire
all right.
stuff or
To,
the
to kind of counter that question that you're asking right now,
mm.
it's the persona is very much based on like the person that's summoning it. So you can't really be like, I want to blast myself in the head and I want to summon Mara, which is the dick on a chariot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
'Cause-
like, well, once he blasts himself, then he goes persona. So just it's the premise of summoning one.
Well, you always
But I'm
have
assuming he's
one
picking.
main persona, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of them to choose from, and fusions and things
True.
like that. They all look different.
Mm-hmm. So I would say if my ability, if that's the main question, it would mainly either be water because of my very relaxed nature, and then healing because of caring, because I'm very
Oh
caring
yeah,
of people.
that's good. I would
Yeah.
have probably picked
So
healer too. Yeah, that's
And he
good.
actually is. Could you restore my liver for me, please?
yeah, sure, no problem. I'll just use Dia. He's the minimal healing to. Oh, it's just a small injury.
Sure.
Spell has no
Is
effect.
is it down to me now? Spell has. It just kills me instantly.
Yeah, it's you're next, Randy. Were you not prepared?
It's just too hard for me to pick because there's always like something more.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, pardon me.
Second shot ready.
If I had to pick something,
Mm-hmm.
see now, number one for sure would have to be like summoning a Keyblade, just cause.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but
you-
I don't want. That's not going to be my immediate answer. So, let's see. Haste or Hasteca, actually.
Just for speed.
Yeah, I tend to be late to most things. Haste or slow, basically, just like
I'll be right back.
I'd want to be a red mage.
You want to be a red mage, okay?
Yeah,
So you want
which
you want
is
status
giving
effect
too
stuff.
many. Of course, I live with
funny.
status effects.
Yeah.
Fucking what is it when I play League? My build tends to
Your
consist of.
your status effect is berserk.
Right. No, but it'll apply only towards the enemies. I won't hit any ally. But yeah, no, like what is it in League? I tend to like do mainly CC, so it would be slow stuns and the items. I have double burn
Mm,
because
that's cool. I like haste. I like the idea of that actually.
yeah, like either haste or slow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, slow, not for yourself though, right?
No, slow wouldn't apply to me.
Yeah.
Would slow apply? No, slow is only a single target. I was gonna say would slow apply to like the whole world, but no.
Nah, that's busted.
Yeah, that's true. It is a
Yeah.
single target.
Yeah. Fuck around and use a Zeta Flare like Donald.
I don't know what that
Everybody
looks
blow
like.
up.
You played 3, didn't you? Kingdom Hearts?
Me, I played them all. It's just I
Okay.
barely
Well, you know
remember
how like
anything of
do
anything
you
in
remember
that
how
game.
Donald like flat out commits fucking suicide by taking out Terranort?
No, not really.
Well, he uses Zeta Flare and he like passes out. So that one was pretty
Oh,
funny.
okay. It's a powerful spell.
Yeah, it's stronger than fucking Mega Flare.
Mm.
Fucking
Okay.
kamikaze.
Basically, canonically, Donald is like the strongest motherfucker there, aside from Xehanort.
That's funny.
Hmm. Anyway, how about you?
Anyways, for
Golden
me,
Gun,
no, not Golden Gun. Definitely not.
Titan Bubble,
I
the Warlock Void Sphere.
no, nothing Destiny actually.
Mm,
Yeah.
do tell, do tell.
So in general, when like the classic question, if you could pick any superpower ever, what would it be? When it comes to just like a superpower, like superhero style stuff, it was always like my answer was always like telepathy. So like reading minds, maybe even controlling them. I'll probably be a supervillain by that point, but I would probably pick Raz's power from Psychonauts.
Oh,
That's a good one.
yeah.
So if anyone who hasn't played that game, what's cool about it is that that he dives into like someone's mind, and it's almost like observing like what's going on in their mind. Like depending on the theme, it's almost like watching a TV, or like you're in the TV and you end up in like an amusement park or a war zone. Like there's always like this mix of like these different environments, and you kind of run around and do whatever you want in their head and kind of like get an idea of what they're all about, and at some points even change their minds. So I always like that power because it kind of helps you understand people better and know their motivations and their thoughts and their feelings, and if you can
Okay, now
trust
I don't
them or
know if I
not.
like want you to have that power.
You think eventually I'll turn into a supervillain, huh?
Well, no, not
Mm,
necessarily, but it's you shouldn't be up here, you know?
mhm.
Shouldn't be
Use it
what?
on others, not me. I say you shouldn't
Just
be
not
up
you.
here.
Uh,
No.
why don't you just cast slow on me?
Yeah, and then outrun you.
Yeah,
Can't outrun your heart,
yeah.
Randy. I'll use my
Or
persona
if you
against
want, if you want me to pick,
You can't outrun your problems.
if you want me to pick a different power or something, I'll just Fusro the shit out of
Oh no, no,
everybody.
no, that
That's it.
Oh,
Jesus
what the
Christ.
fuck? No.
No, no dragon shouts.
That is cheap as hell. Hmm.
Wait, Kev, have you played BioShock?
Come on, baby. Are you playing?
I
Yes,
mean,
I've
it's a
played
fair
Bio.
question. It's a fair
Yeah,
question.
I've played Bioshock.
Alrighty, so between the three of us, what plasmid would you pick?
Ooh,
Plasmid or Vigor? Because they're called Vigors in fucking Infinite.
Okay. Can you explain to them again? I haven't played it in a minute.
If you want to Google them as we like continue this discussion, by all means, go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, go ahead. I'll look
what?
them up on the
What do
side.
you mean?
Just
What plasmids are or vigors?
No,
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 no.
no. Like all the
Which? Oh,
effects,
which
like the different
powers?
ones. Yeah,
Man, I'd have
because there's
to.
a lot.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up. That's a lot of them.
Dude, mind control, easy. Come on. The little disgusting red orb that comes out your fucking hand.
Did they have a mind control? I can't remember that because I probably would have
They
picked that anyways.
they had a mind control and also the one that turns big daddies on your side. There was two different ones. There was a green one and a red
Oh,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Mind control.
Yeah, so of course, like my answer would still be mind control. Then I always thought like the one that would freak people out was that the one where you set out the bees and you had like all those holes in your arm,
All right, Nick Cage.
like those people with the tryptophobia, if you know what that is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the fear of having all those holes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
I
would
mean,
I would
I
mess with
think that's a
people with
pretty
that.
fucking like.
Insert swamp. It's the name of it.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
I mean,
Uh,
personally, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable fear. Honestly,
okay.
Well,
like
it's
when things have
so
holes that they're
the
not supposed to,
the
it's creepy.
theory is that the reason why some people are afraid of it is because it's like a leftover evolutionary trait that we never let go of. So when you see like holes like that and stuff, it sets off like danger warnings in your head.
It's primal fear for me. Honestly.
Okay, I found out which one I would want. All right. Plasmid. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but it's just because of my nature of being an asshole. It's gonna be Cyclone Trap. You basically
Oh,
summon a small tornado.
just to launch people in the air.
Yeah, it's to launch them in the air. That's it. Be like, oh, you're winning the argument. There's a cyclone for
Boom.
you. Get out of here. Conversation done. See you later.
A natural eject button for them.
For that.
For
Nah,
that, man.
that's definitely a no. That's a no. You
Yeah,
throw it at them.
that's kind of like why I would secondary. I would pick Fusroda. So like, yeah, you're upsetting me right now. I don't like what you're saying. Just blast them away like 10 blocks down the New York streets.
Down there, just roll down and everything. Oh, hold on. What did you throw me?
Oh, right. So actually, I should be getting into any comments that was left for the question of the week, which is only 2 for today. I gotta check the Instagram for that. But I like this. So here you go. This is for me and Kev right here. All right. One guy, Riley Kotz Pollard. He says, "I would like Dragon Slayer magic from the upcoming Fairy Tale game."
Snore.
I mean, just a bit, just the one time.
Alrighty, so both of you explain to me what do.
Okay, Dragon Slayer magic, right? That's what he
Uh-huh.
wants. Okay, so Dragon Slayer magic, it's in the name. I know it sounds dumb. It is magic that's taught to depends on the generation you are. It's either your first, second, or third. An actual dragon teaches you how to use the magic. A second is like a lacrima, which is a crystal that gives you the ability to use the type of magic. And then a third that you just get both, so you're kind of busted.
Uh,
But
You just what?
yeah.
Sorry? You like your
Oh,
internet shit itself.
oh yeah, sorry. So basically, it's
What's the third one? The third one.
you just have the lacrima, which is a crystal, and you
Oh.
are taught by a dragon as well.
No. Okay, so it's first is dragon, second is crystal, third is
Dragon and crystal.
oh, both?
Yes, it is literally both.
So is third better or worse?
I would say it's worse because you don't. It's like you get it's a you get nerfed after a while. You get hit with that hard day one nerf. Like the Dragon Slayer is always going to be stronger because they have that connection. And they like it feels like a they don't have a limiter when it comes to the lacrima, because you don't know when it's ever going to time out or if they're like emotionally what they do, because Fairy Tale is mainly what is it, power of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
if their
always
friendship
the theme.
if their friendship level is higher than yours, you getting clapped, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That broken what? No, that's it. I'm just gonna hit you with the power of friendship. But yeah, that's a really good power though.
Yeah, I like
didn't
it.
think about that.
I like it.
Yeah.
So Gerard
Oh.
Tree, what's that?
But if he wants Dragon Slayer magic, what element? Like
Yeah.
that, I should have asked. I should have
I
asked that
should have
question as
asked
well.
that. I should have asked that. The only thing I commented was, "Let's hope it doesn't come with a weakness to motion sickness."
Oh man,
So-
that's like a comment.
Anybody who watches the show, like they'll get that. Not to
Has
what do you
motion
call it?
sickness.
Reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sit in silence because I do not know.
You
No,
never
you're
watched
fine.
any of it before?
Fairy Tale only like a
Yeah.
few episodes, but I don't know. I never really got like into it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a magic Naruto. That's all it is.
Pretty
Magic
much.
Naruto.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So Gerard Tree 3, he's the second one who commented on here, and there you go, Randy. You're happy now. Someone made a Destiny reference. He says Destiny's ghost or light powers.
So like the ability to use all three.
I would assume so, but I think he's. I would assume that he's mostly talking about just the immortality stuff. as
Mm.
everyone else always tends to gravitate towards. It'd just be cool to like go gung ho, guns blazing, kill everything, and then die, and then you still get resurrected, and you're all right.
Infinite pain.
Yeah, and you could choose any one of those elements, and you still be okay because you still got immortality. So
Hmm.
I would think that's
I,
the main thing.
you know what that power always reminds me of when people say immortality? I was like, so just be
Frieza.
like no
Oh,
GTA. When you die, you just lose money, and if you have no money, what are you losing? You know what I mean?
but
You're
see, in
immortal.
Destiny, you lose nothing.
So we do have one comment from Instagram, and HRBirdo13. He's one of our usuals. He commented, "Biotics from Mass Effect. It's like telekinesis, but amped to 11. It seems like some crazy fun." I like
Yeah.
biotics. Biotics is a cool thing. It's
Yeah.
it's sci-fi magic, pretty much.
I don't know, so please elaborate.
Oh, so you haven't
I've
played
never
Mass
played
Effect?
never played Mass Effect.
So
See, and this is why I asked if you played Bioshock.
Yeah, I
uh,
played BioShock, but I've never played Mass Effect because of
Everyone's played Mass Effect, sir.
no, because everyone that played Mass Effect told me to play it, and I didn't have a console. And then when the latest one came out that everybody bombed on, I was like,
Andromeda?
well, yeah, I was like, well,
yeah,
Oh, no, 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 no.
it's
Andromeda
understandable.
doesn't exist. Dude, just okay. Play if you're gonna play one just kind of blindly, play two, honestly.
gotcha. So
Like
play
one
two.
one is good.
Hmm.
But it's mainly good because it establishes the story and the world that you're
Hmm.
in. But
Yeah,
two, it expands a bit more on what one wanted. And
Hmm.
three, it's all right. I mean, the story kind of just ends, and you're like, all right. So you pick chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla. That's about
like
it.
for the most part, two also just recaps everything for one, and two like
Hmm.
gets more deep into the story. Where like one only like it sets up the lore of just the universe, like Randy said, like the world and the universe and the species and stuff like that that you interact with, which is probably the coolest part in my opinion.
Yeah, but if you do want to keep okay, because in one you get like basically to pick which of these two people you kind of get to keep,
Hmm.
either Caden Alenko, who I fucking want to punch in the face 90% of the time, or who's the girl? I don't remember the girl.
I don't remember any of their names anymore. Did it start with an S?
I just know Caden because I fucking like detest this fucking dude. He's so annoying to me, but
Yeah.
that's besides the point. If you start Mass Effect 2 blind, like with no Mass Effect 1 save file, um, I think her name is Ashley. I don't know,
I think
but
you're
the
talking about the
female.
Asari. Okay.
No, 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 no. Because it's the two humans that you're with. That one of them dies, and the other one. Spoilers. One of them dies, the other one stays alive.
Well,
But if you do it
you choose
blind,
one.
yeah, yeah, you pick
Yeah.
one. But if you do Mass Effect 2 blind, you get Caden as the guy that survives, and the woman as the one that
Oh,
dies.
I thought you chose. I could have sworn there was
No,
a
no, 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 no,
choice.
no, no. You choose in one, but
No, no, in
if you
two.
continue the story in two, no, you don't.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I
I
was
remember
livid.
choosing. Okay.
I didn't finish one, but I started two, and I saw Caden, and I was like, why the fuck is he here? What is
Well,
this?
well,
And he
I'm
was
glad.
never in my party ever again.
I was glad. I'm glad that you guys are talking about it because on Steam, it comes out the Mass Effect Legacy Legendary Edition, and it is all three games. So throwing that in my cart.
Yeah, go
It
for it.
comes out.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want
just
to
do
play
that.
one, just speed run through it. Like, don't even worry so much about what goes on.
Uh,
And two is where things really get going. But back to like the topic that I was mentioning before was like biotics. Like I said, it's the sci-fi magic. It's that universe's version of magic because the idea is that they're they kind of like cybernetically augment themselves in some ways. So they augment
mhm.
themselves with like specific technology that allows you to like manipulate certain things like telekinesis, teleportation, speed, extra defense, extra offense, just different things like that.
Oh, okay. So, is there like I know this is going to be a weird question, but is there like actual magic, or is it just like the science magic? Oh, okay.
It's like
That
science magic, yeah.
okay. Because I was going to say that there's actually, believe it or not, I'm also a stream super. Well, I love anime. There's an anime that's like that, that
Hmm.
has doesn't have it has scientific magic, which is just like it's an esper, and they were genetically made. And then there's like magic, which is like not trying to bring religion into it, but it's like religion. It has religious background, I guess, like
Um,
Catholic or whatever. But yeah, it's the same. It was like that. So I might get into. I might. I'm definitely gonna enjoy watching. I'm playing Mass Effect now that you guys mentioned it, especially with the science magic.
yeah,
And
have fun with it,
and
and don't even bother with Andromeda at all.
so pay attention to two. Don't pay attention to one.
Yeah,
What about three?
3 was good except for the ending. No one was happy with
Mm,
the ending, and I don't know if that
mm,
like special edition version is gonna come with like the extra DLC that I would assume it does. So the
mm-hmm.
Mass Effect 3 ending, which ended the entire trilogy, was so bad that um, BioWare had to come out with a DLC to fix the ending.
So it was like the in-game ending that was bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
so people weren't
okay.
happy with it because I
Oh
won't
no.
say what, but like it just wasn't enough, and it still left a lot of questions, and yeah, they kind of scrapped the or retcon the original ending.
I've seen so much like talk about it, like because the thing is, it's not that I haven't heard of the game. I've heard of it, but like I've seen the ending and people explain it, and like so many people say like, oh, it's bad, and this is the reason why. I was like, I don't know. I might play the game. And then when
Mm,
Andromeda came out, I was like, okay. It kind of fell out of my spectrum because Persona 5 and then all the games
yeah,
that started coming out. And I was like, I'll get back to it. But now that it's coming out again, I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't have
yeah.
to worry about spoilers because I'm already been spoiled. How long has this when did this game come out? Mass Effect?
Oof. The first one, I don't know. I
Ugh.
how did you like Persona 5, by the way?
2007. Persona 5. I enjoyed it. Um
Mass Effect was 2007.
2007,
Wow.
November 20th, the same day as my brother's birthday. That's very
Happy
strange.
birthday to him.
Happy birthday
2007.
to
Fuck.
2007.
I thought it was younger when it came out.
Mm-mm.
It's fucking 10.
No, no, no.
Same here actually, because that's 2 years. That's 2 years before I joined the military, and I could have sworn I played that way before. But yeah, Persona 5. What did you think of it?
The story was good. The
I
can we
didn't get
talk about
far.
spoilers or
I didn't get far.
okay? Well, it's
Your initial impressions on it.
my initial impressions. I It's very pretty. It looks like candy, as Randy would say most of the time. Uh,
If it's
uh,
colorful, it looks edible and looks like candy.
yes. What
All of
really
Kingdom
got
Hearts 3, I want to bite it. I'll tell you
all of
that.
Kin- all of Kingdom Hearts 3 looked moist for me, and I was irritated
Wet
the
ass
entire game.
Sora.
Wet ass Sora. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the um I enjoyed most of the game, but it was after the 6 hours because after 6 hours it was brutal because it's fucking tutorial for
Yeah.
who gives you that much tutorial for that
Even
long?
the
Uh,
first map was pretty much just
mm,
tutorial too.
it
The
was
first
it was a tutorial.
dungeon.
Dungeon. It was just a tutorial, and I was like, other than that, like you enjoy the game, you enjoy the aspect of uh going around, having curfew, being a teenager again, and like understanding like what kind of player you want to be. Like that's the thing I love about Persona, that you could beat that game a million times and you can play through it so many different
Very
ways and
different.
have
Yeah.
different strategies. But yeah, I like the game. I haven't played Strikers yet. Strikers is like a Muso game, and I was like, I'll get around to it eventually. But the only reason I want is because they have Persona 3 and 4 music, and I love
Mm,
Persona 4 with a passion.
okay.
But how do you feel about it? Well, as much as
Uh,
you played.
I got up to where you have to like look for a mob boss, and I
Mm.
kind of stopped because the game started to get a bit repetitive for me. The
Mm-hmm.
story wise, it was very interesting, and I love the concept of it, like stealing hearts, in a sense, and
Mm.
changing people's changing their hearts and such, and how it affected them. I like the whole concept, and the powers were cool. Persona was cool. The graphics were cool. I could not get around, and I hated the restriction of a schedule. And the time, like how restricted you were with how much you can do in the world before like the day ends. I couldn't do it. That's the only reason why I stopped playing was because of the restriction with that. And from what I heard, like Persona 5 Royal, they kind of changed some of those things, especially like
Mm-hmm.
restriction on like going to sleep whenever or being forced to go to sleep at a
Mm-hmm.
certain time and stuff. But I wasn't willing to pay another 30-40 bucks for something
Mm.
that should have been in the game already.
Yeah, it should have been day one.
Yeah. So I stopped playing. It was good, but it wasn't good enough for me.
Ah, don't worry. I'll send you the $30 so you can get Royal. I
Oh no, I ain't got time
Royal.
for those hardcore RPGs
Nah,
anymore.
bro. You got 80 hours. You got 80 hours in the week to spend. Royal. I've played a bit of it, but I dropped it because I didn't finish 5 original. Like
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the regular ending because the thing with Persona is that you can get like 60 hours in and then realize I'm not getting the real ending. I got to
Yeah.
restart because I don't have like, and that's always the issue that I had. So
Yeah. I played
I was
one
like,
and
I'll get.
two. One and two were my favorites. I
Ooh.
actually literally still have my PS1 physical copy of Persona 1 and 2.
Mhm.
So I love those. And I remember the same thing that there were multiple endings, and I couldn't stand the fact that like I couldn't get like certain endings or certain characters even. There's certain characters that you
Uh-huh.
miss out on if you don't do certain things right. So I was like, fuck, I gotta do this over again. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm too old for that stuff now.
Yeah. Can I tell you how long it's? I've played Persona 4 when I first got it because a PSP was my first. Vita was my first actual system that I bought for myself, and it took me 5 years to get the good ending on Persona 4 because I did not look up I didn't look up the guide. They were like, "Oh, you have to have a specific conversation with a specific person on a specific day, and you have to pick these specific choices." And I was like, whatever. So then I got the bad ending like 30 times, like 45 times
Yeah.
a month, like a year. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? There's like, oh, all you had to do was just talk to this person on this day. And that was it.
Wow.
I was like, are you fucking serious? 5 years of my life, I'm never getting back for this. But I'm
Randy,
glad
did
now I
did
did it.
you did you play any of the Persona games, Randy?
No, that's why I'm quiet.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Ooh.
That's why I asked. None of them at all. You never gave him a chance.
I mean, I want to get into them, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I never got into the series like early. At most, the one that piqued my interest was the Shin Megami Tensei series
Yeah.
Mm.
because Nocturne was the one that I really took interest in. But then the rest of them, I was kind of just like, okay, it's a little life sim with some RPG elements, so I wasn't too interested per se. But
But
no,
Sakuna
eventually I'll get into it.
but Sakuna is appealing to you.
Yeah, it's a farming sim, not a life sim. Come on.
Hmm.
And it's
You'd
funny that you
rather
said that you don't
farm.
like the yeah. It's funny that you said you don't like the time things because you're kind of on a timer. You're on a day night cycle in Sakuna.
Oh. Yeah, but
Yeah.
are you restricted though? Like, does it stop you
Oh no
from
no 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 no.
wanting to
No.
do what you want to do though? That was a problem for
Not
me.
no, not really.
Yeah. Nah, that's the
Yeah.
Because
problem with
it's
Persona.
just you could definitely still go out to fight in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Um you could still do some farming shit at night. So yeah, like you have some freedom, but you're restricted to like 20-minute days in total, I guess, because I think it's like 10-10, like 10 day,
Hmm.
10 night, or I think
Oh.
it's 15-15. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
You play the game, you lose track of time, you're like, fuck. But yeah, no, I guess I see what you mean, where it's like certain mundane things take up the majority of the day. So
Mm-hmm.
you're left doing nothing afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't happy with it. But yeah.
Not at all.
Is there any games that you guys are looking forward to? Uh, the new generation console is both of them are out. Anything you guys want to be playing? Even on PC, actually. Anything on PC that you guys want to be playing soon? Except for Dragon Ball, Kev.
Okay, I'm going to sleep. Bye, guys. Nah. Other than Dragon Ball. Mm, all right. So other than I won't do games that are already coming out. I'm not gonna do the new season of Tekken. I'm not gonna do the new character that's coming out in Fighters. I am actually looking forward to do 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 do. It's a game that I have on my list. And Coco, I love you to death, baby, but you're playing ball in the wrong house. You stepped in the wrong house, fool. What are you doing? Um, Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. Sorry, I would link that
No
for you,
mad.
gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's, I'll link it to you guys. That and whenever they announce it, Bomb Rush Sunk Cyberpunk. That is a game I've been waiting
That's like a
for me.
spiritual jet
Jet
set
Set or
radio.
Jet
It
Set
looks
Radio,
awesome.
and I heard the track, and I was like, I'm already in love. I don't even need the game. I just need that soundtrack to come out. But those are games that I'm looking forward to. The Soul Nomad is basically a grid RPG. Since I love
Oh,
grid RPG, and it looks good. I'll link it to you guys on Discord,
mm.
even though I'm already on Discord. Do do do. But yeah, it's a very good looking game. I like it. What the hell is this? That's not what I linked. I meant to link boop 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 boop. Copy URL. Go into Discord. Paste it here. There you guys go. That's the Soul Nomad that I was talking about. But it's one of those games I'm probably gonna lose 100, maybe 400 hours in, and then realize that there was nothing for me in this game in the beginning. That's always how it goes.
Mm.
Especially Gundam. I'm 100 hours in Gundam, and I still haven't even beaten the game.
You guys are more PC players overall, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, yeah, now because I recently got it like I think a year and a half ago. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving PC, honestly. And you, Randy?
Randy?
I don't know. I'm not like looking into many new games that are coming out. I mean, Deathloop, I guess. It's interesting,
Mm,
but aside from, I'm not like for much.
mm.
I don't know. It's games nowadays. I'm very
Selective.
apprehensive. Yeah,
Ooh.
not just selective, but like very apprehensive to play. I would say I wouldn't exactly say different things because they tend to be kind of the same.
Mm,
So like the stagnation of all this shit, it's boring to me.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
So Deathloop, it's a good concept. So that's like why I'm looking forward to that one. I would say, but
mm.
anything else, like, nah,
Eh,
eh. Like what
eh.
is it? One of the biggest fucking things when the PS5 was revealed was the Demon Souls remake, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's the same fucking From Software game. Like,
Dude,
what's the
it's
big fucking deal?
still
You
so
know?
much fun. I was playing that today on my
No, and
new
don't get me wrong.
PS5.
And don't get me wrong. Like, I understand the fun behind it, but don't you get tired of the same fucking thing over and over again? This coming from the guy that plays nothing but Kingdom Hearts, actually. That's funny.
I was
But at least
just
like,
gonna
the story
say.
is there. I know. No, glass houses. Come on.
It's
But
just
it's just even with like other games that come out, like again, Ubisoft with the fucking big map, tons of shit on the map, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, same game, same shit,
well,
different
I mean,
asshole.
you're also talking about the big franchises who don't want to, who are playing it safe basically, and they're sticking with the formula and stuff. But there are a lot of new things out there, like you said. There's Deathloop, there's Returnal, there's
Stray Cat.
say what?
Stray Cat. It's also another
There's
game.
Stray Cat, yeah. Like you get to play as a freaking
Oh yeah.
cat. Like
Yeah.
there is some stuff out there that's different and interesting, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a big developer or publisher. It could be indie stuff too. You might be looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of which, like I'm always open for playing new games and stuff. And me and Randy, we were talking about that Mega Man clone called 30XX. And I
Oh
bought
yeah.
that game and I did not know whatsoever it's a fucking roguelike game. And
Gotta. It's
I
a
was
runner, bot.
yeah, I was not I was actually not happy with that because
Mm.
I like roguelike games, but I'm already playing Hades and like there's only so many roguelike games I could play at once. So I was like, the fact that I was ready to play like this platformer shooter game, like a Mega Man clone, and instead it was a roguelike game, I was just like, I'm kind of done with this right now. I can't do this. So I bought this for no reason. Randy, where'd you go?
Hello? Se fue.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
go. Spring good jump.
But yeah. Well, for me, looking forward to, I already mentioned it, was like Returnal, which comes out the end of April, and Outriders. Outriders, like, it's a fun game, especially when you're playing with people, like actual people that you know. So that's a lot of fun.
Oh, you actually haven't tried that one out yet.
Yeah, try out that demo, man. And you can, the level cap is level 7 for the demo, and all your stuff can carry over to the real game.
Oh, to the road game.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Very aggressive. But yeah, I have it downloaded. I haven't played it yet, the Outriders, but I have it on PC and I'm gonna try it out. I'll definitely try it out tonight. Please stop moving, miss. I love you to death, but you're gonna hurt yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna try that out. Coco, please stop. I'm gonna put you down. Go down. Thank you. All right, that was the brief appearance by Coco. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try out Outriders tonight. It looks good. Like, it looks really, really good. And everyone that's saying it looks good and just like saying it because they're singing its praises, I agree with them. I'll try it out tonight.
What? We're not playing Borderlands?
Oh, we playing Borderlands tonight?
Are we?
I didn't know we were.
Are
Were
we? Were we? Let me know. I'll play my 900 DSP. What is it?
You've been playing without us, so yeah, you're all leveled up now, aren't you?
No, I was playing with my actual character that me and Randy started with.
Yeah, you said that a real one.
Yeah. That's the one that I was telling you that I got stuck playing for like 12 hours by myself. I was like, this is not happening ever again.
When I woke up, he like texted me that he was done playing and that he was gonna go to sleep. And it was like fucking almost 5 p.m. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Woke up and I didn't touch Borderlands since.
Oh man.
But it's a fun game. I enjoyed that. I hope, well, just from what I've seen, I hope Outrider isn't like just like another Anthem. I don't want it to be another Anthem. That game.
I mean, so fuck. Anthem had a demo out, or a beta actually, I should say. Wasn't a demo. It had a beta, so you played the game and it gave you a lot of things to offer, but there was restrictions. So there was a lot of fixing that people assumed were going to be fixed, and it was never fixed. With Outriders, even though there's a lot of things that could be fixed, it's still a good game. With like the way it's presenting itself right now in the demo, which is the difference between that and Anthem. So I don't know. I'm still just hopeful. Like it could still just bomb, because it still could just be repetitive after a while. But I'm actually looking forward to it. It has a lot of potential, and I said the same thing about Anthem too. So look what happened there. But yeah, it looks good. It might be that Destiny replacement.
Might. Would it? Is that even possible?
It is possible. I was hoping Anthem was going to be it, because I was so into, like, I was reading up on the lore, and the lore was really interesting.
Fucking nerd.
I fucking souped up my javelin, which was like, the guys with the suits, and you could change the classes. I spec them all out, min-max everything, and it was great. And then just to find out that they weren't even going to support the game anymore, I was just like, oh, well, I guess I'm going back to Destiny, and I went back.
Okay, so I have I guess 2 questions. One, is it co-op, and how many players? So I guess it's like a 2-sided question.
3 players.
3?
Yeah.
3 players max?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Can you take one for me as well?
I'll take one for all three of us.
All right, thank you. I need that.
I don't know. I don't know how that works, and I'm trying to like picture that right now.
I just like throw in my bladder through the screen and he just catches it. Like, I got you, Kev. And two, is it going to replace Destiny when it eventually comes out? Like,
That
do you feel it?
that
Like,
that depends on how much support the game gets, but yes, it's possible. Because
mm,
Destiny right now is getting just as repetitive. I find myself, the big expansion came out last year
I
in
did
September, or no, sorry, last year December, because it got delayed.
Beyond the Light, right?
Yeah,
Beyond the Light, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun, and sadly, the game they broke the game actually with Beyond Light, because
How so?
they introduced a new super, which is Stasis,
Hmm.
which is like the darkness powers, and
Hmm.
nobody is happy with the PvP aspect of that class because Stasis is an ice power and it slows everything down. And when you're playing a game where it's all about speed and mobility, it breaks everything. And
Mm,
on top of that, even for PVE, the supers themselves are super powerful, to the point where everything's kind of just easy to plow through.
I got
So
you.
that's another issue that they have too. So it's been
Hmm.
almost so it's been since December since the thing came out. There was supposed to be a new
Hmm.
expansion that comes out this September, but that got delayed until next year.
Oof.
So we're kind of stuck. We're gonna be stuck with a drought for a while, and I don't know what Bungie plans to do. But the DLCs that are released every season are kind of the same things all the time. The only thing I really look forward to are those big expansions, such as Beyond Light, or the next one, which is the Witch Queen.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
know. I feel like it's always hard to, especially for FPS to especially like something like Destiny that's been out for a minute and a
7
half to
years.
like have a 7 years,
Yeah.
man. That's 7 birthdays. That's seven cakes he's been given or they've been given, and it's hard to have a concept of like, is it what can we do that's going to surprise the player or like revamp the game or something different. Like the ice power ability, if I'm not mistaken, I was watching your previous podcast, and was it the one that every time he, like, I don't know if it was you or your teammate, that he would throw it out, the enemies would literally freeze and it was
Mm-hmm.
like a giant wall.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that should look broken as hell because I thought that was the enemies doing that. I was like, well, how is this fair?
Yeah.
But it was you guys doing it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks busted as hell." Like, I wouldn't even want to fight. I wouldn't even want to fight the enemies because how busted it is. And I was like, I mean, hopefully they fix it. Hopefully they don't just leave it as is and they touch on it. But we'll see. I hope that they do something new with the new expansion because I just started playing Destiny and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be. I don't want to get bored with it. And like the next expansion is just
Well,
like the
for
same thing
you,
I've been
it's
doing.
different. It's a different experience because you're so early into the game. There's a lot for you to do and a lot for you to experience. Whereas, like for me, as soon as an expansion comes out, you give me about a month tops, and I'm already dried out. Like I've already done everything there needs to do. But for
Mm.
you, like you have the new expansions plus the old expansions plus all the weapons and all the exotics you can possibly get because you haven't gotten anything yet. So you have a lot to get out of it. Whereas for me, it's a different experience.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, you got a whole 7 years above me, man. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been in the lab, bro. I know, but but with that, it's like I don't know. It makes me very excited to actually play it. But I feel like with shooters, it's like if I see the same thing for like for too long, I get bored very easily. Like I would play, for example, I would play Destiny for like let's say a week straight. I won't touch Destiny for 2 months because it literally I burnt out so much.
Yeah.
So same thing with fighting games. Like I always have to switch out how much I play of it, but it's not gonna. I feel like it's not gonna be like that. Like if I play Destiny and then I play Borderlands, I'll probably get the different feel for it, and then I'll see which one I like more, and then focus on that one
Hmm.
because Destiny is it's fun, especially since I got my bike now, so I can actually travel without
Sparrow,
walking.
yeah.
Yeah, I finally got it. And I was like, I'm tired of walking everywhere. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
My
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You play Destiny for as long as you want, and then you just move on to something else, and you always go back later, and that's the great thing about that type of game. Bungie, even they have said, there are other games out there. You don't have to play our game nonstop all the time. So to anybody
Mhm.
else, there's you don't have to dedicate yourself to just one game all the time, even if you're not enjoying it anymore. When it turns into work, then you need to stop.
That is true. That is true. The thing that I wanted to do with Destiny is I didn't want
Randy,
to play the
Kingdom Hearts.
Randy, Kingdom
It's funny
Hearts.
because I immediately thought of what you said when I was trying to get what was it, the ultimate weapon on Dream Drop. But you see, I realized what the issue was. It's not Kingdom Hearts 2. Because Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm doing a level 1 critical run, and I am making so much fucking What the what?
What are you
What are you
doing?
doing, Kev?
That is cap, Your Honor. It is the same fucking game.
No. Far from it. Do you want me to go down to like the entire breakdown of 2, Dream Drop, Birth by Sleep,
No,
and everything else? No?
no.
No, but that's cap. This is the circle one. That's cap.
We could do a whole episode just for you if you want that.
I would definitely just be there looking at you,
A,
writing
a
notes.
sub series. But anyways, yeah, no, doing a level 1 critical Kingdom Key only, it's a nightmare. But because it's 2, I actually enjoy it more, and that one doesn't feel like a chore. Dream
Would
Drop
one
is
feel
fun. What?
would one feel like a chore if you do level 1 Kingdom Key?
A little
If it's
bit.
possible.
Yeah. Like what one is fun, but 2 is the first game that I beat in the series, and 2 is the one that really like, captured me fully. And 2 is the one that makes me cry.
Yeah.
So you know?
2. I agree. 2 is the one that I first beat. Then I beat Chain of Memories, 365 over 2, Dream Drop, and then I beat like all the other series. I beat 1 recently, like I would say a year and a half ago. I've
So-
never
sorry,
played
hold
1.
on.
Nothing gets more
You
emotional than
said- you
simple
said-
and clean.
Ooh.
You said 365 over 2?
What, 365 over 2?
Sir, it's 358.
Bro, nobody cares, bro.
Yo.
It's 358.
Kev, you're fired, man. You're fired.
I'm
It was nice
done.
having
I'm
you.
out of
It
here.
was nice having
It
you,
was
man.
nice. I will see you guys later. Just sign out. Come here. Come on. If you're gonna jump, don't jump at my face, okay? I love you, but got another brief appearance from Coco. She wants to play, but I don't know why. But yeah, no, I played the DS version of that, and I didn't enjoy it. That's the one I didn't enjoy the least. I mean, I enjoyed the least. That Kingdom Hearts. Yeah,
It's actually really funny because it is said to be the worst one, but not having played it, I kind of saw like playthroughs of it. I refuse to believe that it's the worst one, but it's mainly just the fact that nobody enjoys the aerial combat in Kingdom Hearts in general.
I don't.
Exactly. Like, when it comes to 1, Peter Pan was like the weakest stage aside from Atlantica, and Phantom was the most frustrating fucking fight because it was all air.
Phantom.
3 bosses that are like the most annoying in all of Kingdom Hearts in terms of them being such a terrible design. It's just because they're aerial and no one fucking plays that.
I think we need a goal for the next episode, and
For me, not
and you not mention Kingdom Hearts and I not mention Destiny at all. Like
And
if anything,
Kev
we'll,
not-
and if anything, we'll turn it into a drinking game. If we do mention it, you got to take a shot.
I'm going to have a counter
I
for each one.
just to have a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, because and what about for Kevin? I mean, what does Kevin talk about a lot of? I don't.
You can't. I can't mention anything fighting game related. It can't be frames. It can't be frames, DPs. It can't be a fighting game term. I'm just gonna turn that off for me. I can't even bring out the hamburgers. That it makes sense for all of us.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next episode. That's funny. We got. I'm gonna leave it to about 5 minutes left. I forgot to mention one of the things that we should be doing every single episode is guess the game. We have a guess the game that I always post up on TikTok. If you guys haven't seen it, follow the TikTok if you want to play guess the game and get a shout out if you guys if you're the first one to guess it. Spicy Koala 7847. He tried his damnedest to get this right. So I know you guys can't really see it. Maybe I should figure out some way to try to like show it on screen at some point. Maybe the next episode I'll do that. But I put up a photo of a fighting game, and it's a screenshot of Tifa and Cloud in a fighting game. And he thought it was Final Fantasy VII. He was trying real hard to guess this game. And I kept on giving him some clues to try to get it, and it was hilarious that he was making this big of an effort. Can you guys think of any fighting games that would involve Cloud and Tifa?
Tekken 7.
You're smoking backwood. It's not even Tekken 7.
No.
Isn't it something? It's something core. I know that.
No.
Hold on.
Is it like an actual Final Fantasy game or
No.
It's not.
no?
It's not a Final. It's not a Final Fantasy.
Because I mean, I know that they like quote unquote made Tifa in Tekken 7.
Isn't it Erigaisen? Something like that. It's along the name.
Close. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce it myself either, but yes, it's Air Geese or Air Guys.
Erigaise.
Yeah.
Because that's the game I was talking to Jay about, and I was like, they made a Final Fantasy fighting game, and it has Red 13.
Yeah, it's got some like random ass 3D characters, but then for some reason they threw a bunch of Final Fantasy characters in there. So he guessed it eventually.
Yo, can I tell you that game doesn't even make sense, because you would think it's a 3D fighter and it's just like a small board. It's literally like
Power Stone. Do you remember Power Stone?
Yeah.
It's like one of those arena fighting game type things. I don't even know what type of genre you would put it in.
The fighter, man. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah, it was cool though. I owned that game myself. Like, it was a lot of fun. It was cool. Oh, excuse me. I find it difficult to want to put a retro game on there, because I have put some retro games on there, and it seems like nobody can guess them. So I guess I'm just that old that nobody can guess the games that I want them to guess. So I have to end up picking like a lot of 90s stuff, or mostly PS1 stuff, because PS1 dominated the industry for a long time in the 90s. So, but I'm trying to be more diverse. I put up a new was it an Xbox game? No, I didn't. I put another PlayStation game. Never mind. But yeah, try to guess the next game. I already posted that up now. If you guys want to,
Gotcha.
jump in on
Going
that.
to TikTok. To TikTok right now.
So Kevin has,
Hello.
being the guest of honor this week, he has the next community question.
Hello.
Did you want to ask it?
I forgot what it was. Sorry.
Okay, luckily I wrote it down. So, let me see here. What game character would you like to go on an adventure with, and why? Randy, what do you think? Don't answer the question, but what do you think of the question?
Dora.
I was gonna say like Goofy. That's actually a really good question though.
Yeah, I like that.
Damn. Who would I want? It's not Kingdom Hearts related.
No Kingdom Hearts. I can't pick Destiny.
So you can't pick Cade 6?
Oh, no, I probably
Or the son of Cade 6.
The son of Cade 6. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave you guys with the question. That's the question for next week that we'll talk about. Join us on the next live episode. I will still be posting the unedited version now into all the podcast streams, so you can still listen to this on Google and Spotify and Apple and anything else you guys listening to. It'll just be unedited at this point. That's pretty much it. You guys good? Anything to say before we go?
I figured out the question. I'm not gonna say it now. I'll save it for next week. But I know what game that is.
Okay.
That's actually one of my favorite franchises. Believe it or not.
Randy?
Love you guys. Love you guys on stream. Stay safe.
Be prepared to have like 3 shots next week, just out of spite.
Oh,
Hey
God.
guys.
Wait, okay, actually, hold on. To clarify the rules, if I mention it, do I have the shot or do we all have the shot?
You take the shot.
Oh, I have the shot.
Oh, never mind.
Mm,
Yeah.
All right,
mhm,
now it's not fun.
So if I mention
mm.
Destiny, I take the shot.
And if I mention DP, frame rate, I
Yeah.
can't say anything because everything I say refers to a fighting game. But yeah,
Yeah.
love you guys on
All right.
stream. Stay safe and beautiful. And off to Danny. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Danny.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, we'll just
Go
see
ahead.
you guys next week, and I'll post everything up soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.